Hi, friends. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. In this episode, I am going to teach you how to make raspberry filled cupcakes. The list of ingredients is detailed in the description of this video. I was inspired to make these cupcakes by a summer wedding that I just attended. In this wedding, the bride's sister had made the most amazing cupcakes, and I just knew that I had to replicate them. The cupcakes that were given in this wedding had two flavors. One was chocolate and the other one was almond. I am actually giving you both recipes on this video, and we're going to start with the almond cupcake. We're going to separate the wet ingredients from the dry ingredients. First, mixing the flour with the baking powder and putting it aside. In a separate bowl, we are mixing the eggs, the oil, buttermilk, almond extract, the brown sugar, and salt. We'll put the batter to bake in the oven at 350 degrees for 15 minutes. Ovens vary, so keep an eye on your cupcakes. Take them out when they look slightly golden. And to make sure that they're done, you can insert a toothpick in the center, and if it comes out clean, then you're sure that the cupcakes are done. While the almond cupcakes are baking, we can start working in our chocolate cupcakes. And the ingredients that we need for the chocolate cupcakes are flour, brown sugar, cocoa, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. We're going to mix them in a bowl. I prefer to just mix them with a fork. It gets the job done and is easy, is accessible. So that's my go-to tool to mix all the dry ingredients. When they're mixed, I set them aside and I start working on the wet ingredients. And the wet ingredients are eggs, buttermilk, oil, coffee, and for the chocolate cupcakes, I'm actually using the vanilla extract, not almond, just vanilla. And as I was working with the batter, it actually reminded me of the red velvet cake tutorial that I made and posted on this channel a couple of months ago. Please make sure to check it out and let me know which batter you actually like better. Just like we did with our almond cupcakes, we are going to bake the chocolate cupcakes at 350 degrees for 15 minutes. But unlike the almond cupcakes, we won't be able to see when they're golden brown. So I suggest that after 15 minutes, you insert a toothpick to make sure that the center of the cupcake is done. If it comes out clean, it is done and you can remove it from the oven and set aside to cool. While our cupcakes are cooling, we're actually going to work into the raspberry filling. And what we need is to combine in a pot over medium heat frozen raspberries, sugar, lemon juice, and flour or cornstarch to thicken the raspberries. Mix until the ingredients have a thick consistency, not too runny, in that it shows little pieces of raspberries. It will taste so good on the cupcakes. While the raspberry filling is cooling down, we can start working on our frosting. And what we need for the frosting is butter. And this is just my personal recipe, things that I had on hand. I put in a stick of butter with 2 cups of powdered sugar, and I added heavy whipping cream to taste until I got the right consistency. For my frosting, my buttercream frosting, I have a secret ingredient, and my secret ingredient is actually cream cheese. The desired consistency for me actually includes 4 ounces of cream cheese. And with that amount, I was able to do my 2 sets of cupcakes. A total of 24 cupcakes were done with that batch of frosting. If you wish to do more, I will suggest for you to increase the amount of butter as well as powdered sugar. Um, and if you want your frosting to be a little more tangy, you can also add the rest of the cream cheese. To insert the filling into the cupcake, all I did was use a spoon to remove the center piece of the cupcake. Look how beautifully brown they came out. Then I added the filling, raspberry filling, and on top I put in the frosting. I took a bite out of it and look how delicious it was inside. It was excellent. I have to admit though, out of the 2 cupcakes, the chocolate cupcake recipe, I felt it went better with the raspberry filling and the almond frosting. That was my favorite one to go with. And if you like this cupcake recipe and you would like to see more, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, and share this recipe. Also, please check out my recipe playlist. I have great simple recipes for you to try. See you next time, friends. Enjoy your cupcakes.